previous set of videos on TensorFlow 2.0, we have seen the basics and architectural components of TensorFlow. In this video, I'm going to discuss about what kind of course content you can expect out of this TensorFlow 2.0 learning series. So, first of all, understanding the data is very important, and you can find the data on this URL. I'll paste this URL in the description section of the video below. Then how to frame a machine learning problem. So based on the data set, we are going to frame the machine learning problem. Then we are going to benchmark RMSE, which is root mean square error, and other parameters for testing how well the model performs. Then we're going to improve the model performance by DNN, which is deep neural nets, and you're going to see and understand what are neural nets. Enhancing the performance of the model by feature engineering. So we're going to talk about feature engineering as well. Then hyperparameters. For any machine learning models, hyperparameters are very important, and they can define how well a model behaves based on an unseen data set. We're going to discuss that as well. And then running the models on Google Cloud. So for this example, this course, we're going to select Google Cloud as our go-to platform, and specifically we will use AI Hub. As we go in during our course, it's very important to understand how to deploy and scale a machine learning model. So when machine learning model is trained, how do you take it, deploy it, and scale it to be able to infer for inference, to be able to predict values on unseen data set. So prediction, inference, how to scale up that model end to end, starting from understanding the data set, creating the model, RMSEs, tuning, performance, feature engineering, hyper parameters tuning, and then deploying it on a cloud and scaling it up is what we are going to see in this. And finally, hands-on. For every module, you would find hands-on. So we will be running two real-time real-world examples. The first is what you would see, and the second is what you are going to do it by yourself. And that is why we call this training do it yourself. So for most practical purposes, we are going to use Google Colab, and in the previous videos you have seen we have activated Google Colab. It's not necessary to use Colab. It's a free Jupyter Notebook kind of a service available, but it's not important and mandatory to do Google Colab. You can have your Python version installed on your laptop and you can do it. The second piece of deployment is Google Cloud Platform. Does not mean that if you create a code on Google Colab, you can deploy on Google. You can deploy it on Azure or AWS or any other cloud provider like IBM and others. So Colab is our development environment, which is here, where we are going to do our ML experiment, the root mean square error, feature engineering, hypertuning, hyperparameters tuning, and then train and save the model. But then for scaling and deployment purposes, we're going to use Google Cloud Platform for this course. Now, these are some resources for you to use as part of the course. The first one is Google Drive. This is more important because I'm going to store all the data, the presentations, the architecture diagrams on this URL. So please look at the video description section and you would find this link there. Then there is one pager document which I'm going to show you in a few minutes on this is a one-pager document listing down all the GCP services, the Google Cloud Platform services. So it's very important and very good document to refer. Then this is the Facebook group you would like to join, and this is a community where all the machine learning guys specifically around Google Cloud as well as Azure and AWS, all the three major clouds, are sharing their experiences there. Next, you can also sign up for a $300 free credit on Google trial account. This may be important, but if you have access to any other cloud service provider, please feel free to use that. And then this is the link. And then Qwiklabs. So I'm sure you must have heard about Qwiklabs. If not, Google Qwiklabs and you would find that it's a website which provides you access to some Google or Amazon environments for training purposes. And it could be free in some cases. You would like to go and look around this website, register yourself. It's a very good resource. And finally, I'll share some architecture solutions specifically around Google in infrastructure modernization here. So these are all reference links to Google Drive, one-pager GCP resource, Facebook, and the, the, the Google account and Qwiklabs. So let me show you this one-pager resource, and it's very interesting. This is the brochure, which is the Dark Brochure. This is created by Mr. Greg S. Ramling, and this gives you a list of all the platforms, services on GCP. So specifically, you can go through it. Specifically talking about AI ML services, it's AI Hub, AI Platform, Data Lab labeling, and there are a lot of services which you can use. It's a very good reference book, a reference document like a two-pager. So this is also available on the tiny URL, which I just showed you over here. So I have downloaded and uploaded on this tiny URL as well. So please feel free to look at those. With that said, let's gear up for a roller coaster ride on TensorFlow. See you in the next video.